Greetings, family. Um, what to complain about? Ain't nothing to complain about. There ain't nothing not to not like. The sun's beautiful. Everything's out here is gorgeous. But I wanted to reflect on the teaching of what does it mean to change. See, there's a divine teaching in all of this. It's the teaching not everybody else can learn, not everybody else can understand, not everybody else can teach or preach because some of us still have not changed. And I was thinking about this not too long ago that God has allowed me to have this divine vision. This vision was so pure, it was so beautiful, it seemed so real. But the vision was trying to tell me that you don't want to leave this earth still being in the same ruggedy condition that you're in now. I applaud my brothers and sisters because there's some of us that have come a long way. There's some of us that could honestly say that I've changed for the better, not the worse. You know, um, I was sitting here thinking to myself, thinking about my beautiful bride and my queen. I was thinking about her, and I was thinking about my older brother, Don Trell, and I was just sitting there I was thinking about this topic, and I was sitting here wondering to myself, I said, that is the true definition of change. Somebody that can start from a bad condition, but grow through that condition and get better. You know, um, it's just beautiful that you can wake up and you can look around and you can see how far you come. You can look at your closet, you can see how far you come. You can look at your refrigerator, you can see how far you come. Because see, most people don't understand not everybody has it made. Just because you can wake up and you have clothes in your closet, just because you can wake up, you can see stacks and stacks of shoes, just because you wake up and you have food in your gut, there's people out there that don't have what you have. It's gotten to the point that my mind, it's such, it, it's very vicious. It's vicious because my friend, she called me up and she said, Karen, you're one of the most dangerous dudes I know today. Not because I'm a violent dude. It's because it's not that many African American men or girls in this community we live in that can go from where they came from into elevated into a mighty and strong women and men of God. You can't name them because you don't know them. What makes it vicious is that your mindset is not corrupted no more, but it's manifested into the will of God. It's manifested into helping your brothers and sisters. It's manifested into preaching and teaching good things to your brothers and sisters when they're down. It's manifested into the roots, not of evil, but of good. That's why I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I said these words. I said it's a reason why my circle is on three people. My circle is three people. And I do count myself into that circle because I do highly think myself as a changed man and somebody I can really count on myself when I actually need it. But like I said, it goes to my queen and to my older brother. Like that's the three those are the only people I can honestly say that I can really look on, I can study from because they actually changed. They're not who they used to be. They've gotten better. Their mind's better. Their teaching's better. And I was telling my brother this. I said we ought to be studying the doctrine of those who actually know how to change. I said I'm not trying to leave this earth still in the same dirty condition I'm in today. I don't want to do it because that's my biggest fear, that I'll be so caught up into my old ways that I still got time to change who I really am. Change, don't change for like community, but change, or don't change for because people think of you sideways. Because see, there's a lot of people who think negativity against me. They be like, you're a dirty black man. You have no education. You will never be nothing. You have mental problems. You have a scary condition. See, I've heard it all. I've been called most everything that you can write in the book. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about it, that it's kind of scary because when I used to get negativity, when I used to get so much hatred, when I used to be spit on emotional and mentally, when I used to be kicked down, like they see me down, but I'm still being kicked. You know, the old me used to react in a spiteful manner, that I would use profanity, I would wish hell, I wish all of that, but now I wish nothing but the grace and will of God, because if I say what you're saying to me, I'm not too much better of a person than you. I'm just like you. If you're giving me hatred and I give it back to you, I'm just like you. I'm no better than you. And that's what humanity fails to realize. We're not better than each other. We all bleed the same. We all breathe the same. We all shit the same. We all piss the same. That's that's just how it is. Unless you have some illness that, I don't know, like you have to do things kind of different. But in my book, we do things the same. I was just thinking about, my spirit was real heavy on it. I was like, the old me were to react in a manner that people would not want to be around me. I've heard it all, my brothers and sisters. I've been called a pimp. I've been called a sugar daddy. I've been called nothing. I've been called a dirty African American. I've been told that I will not amount to nothing. I've been told that my life will be manifested into the system. And the system is the jail cell. I've been told if I don't go to jail, I'm going to end up dead. I've been called a nigga, negro, nigger, porch monk. I've been called all day. I've been called a junkie, a druggie. People say I'm a gang member because they judge me on on a jacket. But I was sitting there just realizing to myself, I've come a mighty long way. Even though I get hate every day. I got messages, I got phone calls, I get emails, I get messages every day. Hatred. And people, they got the nerve to look at me and say, well, Kenya, I think you're just in your own state of thought. Those people you think that's your enemies, they don't think about you. But see, that's wrong. You're not with me 24/7. You don't know. You don't know the situation I just got out of. You don't know it. You just go on what you hear, but you don't go what you see. You follow? Like, that's the funny part about it. But see, despite of all of that, I still stand tall. I still show love. I still speak nothing but love and grace, even to thy enemies. Because see, this is what I believe. I believe in a certain doctrine that if you speak hatred, you will get hatred. If you speak love, you will get love. If you speak positivity, you will get positivity. If you speak anything that's godly, that's what you shall receive. It comes from the book of Galatians. The book of Galatians says, you shall reap what you sow. Pretty much, whatever you give out, that's what you shall receive. So I'll just thank the living God that it's something called a change. It's something called a change. Because I'm trying to tell you that we have one shot. And I'm not knocking whoever believes in anything else, but in my book of knowledge, that I believe that once you leave here, your destiny, it's in your hands. It's surely in your hands. You get to pick where you go. I believe in two things, right? And this is new. Like, I'm not gonna put it on the front. This is something new. You either going to hell or you going to heaven. But see, there's a little part to this that most people don't agree with me. The doctrine of teaching is it's two destinations you shall go to, but to me it's three. It's three destinations. You either going to the Father, or you going to the depth, or you going to hell, or you just remain on this earth. That's that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Just me. And that's just the strong doctrine of teaching that is starting to be manifested into the heart of mind that of preaching that when you put out into the atmosphere, there is three destinations you could go to. Heaven or hell, you just stay on this earth. You stay on this earth to realize and to really get things done, to get things fixed that you can't do or that you can't fix by yourself. So you stay on earth told you get it done. But it's just amazing that you could come a long way and you could realize you came a long way, but you're still getting hatred, you're still getting negativity. But see, you know you're mature enough, even though you get hatred, even if it's from your good people, or it's from those who plead their case to you. Like I told you the last video, my life is like a courthouse. People come in my life and they plead their case, and 98% of people who come in my life, they fail. They fail, they fall. They fall to the point that they don't come back. But it's to the point that I speak nothing but love and peace and grace, even to thy enemies and to my friends and to my family. Because if you speak love and you speak grace, if you speak positivity, you speak life, 98% of the chance of who you're dancing with, that's what you're going to get back. That's no point of me giving what you give to me. If you're giving me negativity, I'm going to give you love back. If you're giving me death, I'm going to speak life on you. If you're speaking dead mercy on me, I'm going to speak nothing but godly mercy on you. That's what you call change. Some of us need to dig into your books, your assignments to understand what change actually is. People look at it as change is a small little pocket change word, but change is actually the strongest word in humanity today that we refuse to put into our vocabulary because we're scared of change. We hide to the point that we can't change or we choose not to change. Like I told y'all this, I could admit a couple things, but if we were to talk about this word change, for the ones who have stepped into my life, it's only two people I can honestly say I see a change. Everybody else has I really don't care for, because until you change who you are, that's when you could talk to me. Because I'm tired of letting negativity, I'm tired of letting hatefulness, I'm tired of letting judgment, I'm tired of jealousy, I'm tired of anything that's not positive in life. I'm tired of letting it into my life. And it's only two I can honestly say. I can be like, oh, you actually are a better person. I can actually sit down with you. I can actually talk with you. I can actually have a good time with you because you're not who you used to be. If I can see a change in you, you can see a change in me. A change. That's it. A change.